Hello, welcome to the Vale and Downland Museum. My name's Hannah and I'm the Learning Officer here. Now, one of the things we love here at the Vale and Downland Museum is stories, and it's been such a pleasure of mine this year to be able to offer our Step into the Story sessions. Now, sadly, since the end of October, we haven't been able to do this. So as a little Christmas treat and a thank you to the families who have supported us this year, we're going to share a festive story with you today. So the story we're going to share is this: Zoe and Beans, Zoe's Christmas List. And just like we do in our normal Step into the Story sessions, at the end there will be a really simple craft that you can try at home. So without further ado, on with the story. So Zoe's Christmas List by Chloe and Mick Inkpen. Zoe decided that this year she didn't want Father Christmas to surprise her, so she made a list. Zoe's list only had one thing on it. She knew exactly what she wanted: Kylie curls. Zoe decided to go to the Arctic and stick her Christmas list to the North Pole, where Father Christmas would be sure to find it. She packed her things: chocky bears for Beans, some juice, 2 ham sandwiches, 2 jam sandwiches, a scarf, mittens, and some sticky tape. And most importantly, her Christmas list. It was a very long way to the North Pole. They went on buses and trains and boats and planes. But there were no buses or trains or boats or planes that went all the way there. So Zoe climbed on Beans' back and he swam. Soon little icebergs began to float past, then bigger ones and bigger still. "We're nearly there," said Zoe. A baby polar bear floated by. He seemed lost. "Come with us," said Zoe. So the little baby bear climbed on Beans' back, and Zoe fed him chocky bears while she told him all about Kylie curls and her Christmas list. "We're going to the North Pole," said Zoe. "Woof," said Beans as his feet touched land. The Arctic was a wonderful place to whiz downhill on a lunchbox. Whee! So that's what they did over and over again. Whee! Crash! "We'd better get going," said Zoe. "It's beginning to snow." The North Pole was further than it looked. By the time they arrived, the wind was sending snowflakes spinning round their ears. Now, it's very tricky sticking something with sticky tape in the middle of a snowstorm whilst wearing mittens. And did you know that when sticky tape gets wet, it loses all its stick and comes undone? Oh no! No Kylie curls for Christmas. Her list has flown off into the snow. "Let's go home," said Zoe. But the blizzard blew itself into their faces and soon they lost their way in the deepening snow. Zoe put one of her mittens on Beans' nose to keep it warm and sang a song about a red-nosed reindeer to cheer herself up. But the wind just blew harder and night began to fall. As it grew dark, the ground seemed to shake. The land began to rumble, and great creaks and groans filled the air. The ice beneath their feet seemed to move. Creak, creak, crack. As the blizzard howled around them, they curled up together in the snow and fell fast asleep. In the morning, Zoe and Beans found themselves floating out to sea on their very own iceberg. The storm was gone, but so was the little bear. Little bear, little bear, called Zoe. Splish, splash, splash. Look, there he is. Swim, little bear, swim. Fetch him, Beans. Splish, splash, splash. Hello, little bear. It was at this moment that Zoe realised that she wasn't really all that bothered about Kylie curls. Ham or jam, said Zoe. The little bear took both. As they floated away, the northern lights came out to play. We'll be home soon, said Zoe, but for now, let's have some fun. The little bear pointed up at the sky. Look, Beans, said Zoe, it must be Christmas Eve. As they waved to Father Christmas, Zoe decided that perhaps it was best after all to let him surprise her with a present. I wonder what it will be, she thought. And that's what she received on Christmas morning. So I really hope you've enjoyed the story of Zoe's Christmas list and the adventure that she went on. Now, if you would like to, there's a craft I have for you that means you can take part in the story yourself. So there's the part in the story where little bear is floating away. He's not on the iceberg with Zoe and Beans. But you can make your very own little bear who can then swim backwards in order to be reunited with his friends. So here we have a very cute little finger puppet of little bear himself. So if you click on the link underneath this video, it will take you to the file. That means you can print this off at home. If you haven't got a printer, you can always try copying the little bear template yourself and making your own finger puppet. And then when you're reading the story or listening to the story, you can have your very own little bear to join in with. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you've enjoyed our story. We are really hoping that in the new year we'll be able to resume our Step into the Story sessions, and I hope that we get to see you there very, very soon. Very Merry Christmas from me and all of us at the Vale and Downland Museum.